Right, so in the previous tutorial we have seen how we can use colors with LaTeX, and now let's see how we can draw graphic elements and diagrams directly within the LaTeX. So let's say if we want to draw maybe line segments or vectors or curves or maybe circles or rectangles or any shape or a graphic element like that. We can use a package called PDF, not the PDF, pic2e package. So this comes with PDF text as an attribute. So let's use that package over here. So use package PDF text and pic2e. Right. So this package is used for graphics, right? Now we can use this package to draw whatever diagrams or elements we want. So first let me create a new chapter called maybe let's say diagrams and graphics, and first let's try to draw a simple line first, then later on we can improve this up. Yeah, so let's say line drawing, and let's compile it first, then we will have a blank page. Right, now let's construct a simple line over here by using that pic2e package. So first you have to use that specific package, therefore you have to use this segment. Then within this segment you can specify whatever graphic element that you want. So first let's try to draw a line, but in order to draw a line, first you must give some sort of matrix to this specific component. So pic2e package basically follows this grid fashion, which means you just have to imagine some sort of planar grid, 2D planar grid over here, and based on the coordinates that you have given, it can draw a specific element that you want. So let me use maybe a 4x4 grid. So you have to pass it as like this, 4x4. But even if you build it, it won't show anything because it's just a coordinate system, right? And yeah, also it's better to specify a length as well. Yeah, so I think I have missed some bracket here, so let's compile it again. Yeah, you can see that it has been built, but nothing is visible because currently we are not drawing anything over here. And since we are using this specific matrix, it's better to specify the default matrix as well. So in order to specify those default length and other specific metrics, we can use this command, and for now I will simply specify the unit length, right? So whatever unit vector that you are going to use will follow this specific unit length. So let me give it as 1 centimeter, right? So you can use whatever metric you want, so maybe it could be pt or maybe it could be millimeters, so whatever you like. And yeah, now we can draw a line. So first you have to specify what is the origin point of your uh, element. So let me simply use the default origin point, which is 0 0, and within this uh, coordinate onward, you can draw a line by specifying it as line, and you have to specify again uh, what is the point that you are going to select. So first the line can be either following x direction or y direction, or it can be following both, but simply let me choose the x direction, right? So x direction is chosen by specifying it as 1, and if you specify y direction as 0, which means you are now not using y axis, right? So now I'm currently using x axis, and let me draw a line of length 4 centimeters, right? So it will cover the entire range that we defined over here, right? Because the unit length is 1 and the grid is 4 by 4, so the maximum length of the grid is 4 centimeters, and the origin point is 0 0, and I'm following the x-axis, and the line length is 4, so the unit length is 1 centimeter, so the line will be 4 centimeters long. And if I compile it again, now you may able to see that line like this. So you can see that red box brown here as well, so that's the basic grid range that you can use. So likewise, you can draw any number of lines you want. For example, let's say if I'm going to choose maybe y axis, all I have to switch these values. All I have to do is switch these values, and let me build it again. Then that specific line will be vertical, right? Something like this. And yeah, also you can use the line thickness. You can specify the line thickness as well. So let's say this line should be more thicker than this line, then all you have to do is specify it as line thickness. And since I'm going to use this centimeter fashion, let me use that specific matrix as well. So let's say this line is having the thickness of 1 millimeter maybe, and let's build it again. Right, now you can see that vertical line has become more thicker than this horizontal line. Right, so that's how you can draw lines, and in the similar fashion you can draw vectors as well. So first let me make a new section called maybe vectors, and again you have to use this segment picture component, and within this picture component now you can draw vectors. So again you have to specify the origin point. So in my case, let me use 0 0, and within that origin point onward you can draw a vector, and again you have to select x or y axis. So I will first select x axis, and you have to define the length as well. So let me define the length as 4. So if I build it again, now we have this vector over here. So vector is simply a line with this arrowhead, right? Likewise, we can build uh, y-axis vector as well, something like this. Now we have these two vectors. So this is maybe can use for define some sort of coordinate system or something like that. And let's say within this coordinate system we need to draw maybe a rectangle. So all I have to do is put 4 lines within this segment, right? So let me use the origin point as maybe 1 1, and let me first draw a vertical line, no, not the vertical, horizontal line, maybe with the length of 3 centimeters, because we are now starting at the one point, right? Yeah, so now we have this line. The similar way we can draw another line, but it must start from 1 3, which means over here, or maybe 1 4, right? So 1 4 and the x-axis and length of 3. So we will be having a parallel line over here. Likewise, we can draw another 2 lines, but now we have to specify the origin point as 1 1 and 4 1, right? 4 1, and this follows the y-axis, so we have to switch these values, and the length is same, it is 3 centimeters. Let's build it again. Yeah, now we have this rectangle element over here, right? And let's say we need to mention the names or labels of these axes as well. So all you have to do is you can make a text box over here, right? So let's say within this first vector we can put, maybe, yeah, I will choose the origin point as default point, but later on we can change that. So first we can make a box. So make a box is some sort of a segment that is drawing with this picture component, and let's say make box default coordinates will be 0 0, and yeah, let me align it with the left side, right? So L define the left and R define the right. So based on left or R, it will be define that specific alignment for that text component. And yeah, then wait, did I miss something? No. Then basically we can give whatever name we want. So let me define this as x-axis, and now let's compile it and see what is the output. Right, now we have this x-axis as the text, but I think these points should be changed, otherwise it will be messy over here. So let me choose this position and let's build it again. Right, now we have x-axis over here. In similar fashion you can define y-axis as well, and the alignment, maybe let's say it's the right side, and maybe let's switch these two values because it's the vertical axis, and build it again. Yeah, now we have that text over here as well. So likewise, you can draw whatever diagram or coordinate system you want by using this picture package or pig2e package. Right, now let's see how we can draw curves, right? So in the curves, let me first make a section curve. So basically there are several types of curves in the computer graphics. So the most basic type is Bezier curves. So Bezier curves basically it's following a specific algorithm in order to determine this drawing of pixel to construct a specific curve. So pig2e package by default support this Bezier curves. So let's see how we can draw such curves. So maybe I will name this section as Bezier curves, right? So you can check that out, what is this Bezier curves is about. It's more closely related to computer graphics, not actually the LaTeX environment. So I will just mention the name over here, right? But if you are interested, you can simply Google it and find out what it is. And yeah, again we have to use this segment, and in order to draw a Bezier curve, it's quite simple. You have to specify it as qBezier command, and you have to specify the origin point as well, and you have to specify the start point, control point, and the end point. So start point basically is the point where your curve start to be drawn. So let me choose maybe 0 0 as the starting point, right? Or it can be origin point or whatever you want, and then it follows the control point. So control point is the point where your curve is being applied. So let me use 3.1, and maybe the end point could be 4 by 4, right? So you can build and see how it looks like. Right, now you can see that 3 1 is some point like here, right? So basically it will draw your curve in this direction, right? So if you switch these values, let's say 1 3, then the curve will be look like this, right? Let's build it again. Right, now you can see that how that curving is happening. Likewise, you can draw curves using LaTeX pgf-pie package. And similar fashion, you can draw circles and other elements. So for example, let's try to draw a circle. So again, you have to use this segment and without this curve. And instead of that, let's directly draw a circle, right? So in order to draw a circle, yeah, I think in order to draw a circle, first you have to specify what is that specific origin point. So let me use 2 as the origin point, which is the middle point of that 4 by 4 grid, and let's try to draw a circle of radius 1, right? So this defines the radius, and let's try to build it. Right, yeah, this should be circle. It should be in the command format, right? So make sure to put this forward slash as well, and let's build it. Did I miss something here? Oh yeah, this should be curly braces instead of the normal parentheses. Right, now we have this circle. So likewise, you can draw whatever amount of circles you want. So let me draw another 2 circles with radius of 2 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Let's build it again. Right, you can see that it now directly drawing circles instead of these curves, and you can customize these components as well. So let's say maybe if you want to customize the thickness of this circle, all you have to specify this line thickness, right? So maybe let me use the line thickness as 2 millimeters, and maybe this as 1 millimeter, and maybe this as 0.5 millimeters, and let's build it again. Right, now you can see that each circle has different types of thickness, right? So all I'm doing is compacting these commands together in order to construct the element what I want, right? And let's say I want to change the color of these elements as well, right? So if you remember in the previous tutorial, we have discussed how to use colors, right? So in the similar fashion, these colors can be used in these diagram drawings as well. So all you have to do is specify the color over here. So let me use maybe red, and maybe let's use green and blue to this circle and build it again. Now you will see our three circles has now different colors, right? So this one is red, and this one is green, and this one is blue, right? So likewise you can play with these commands, and these are just very basic stuff related to pit2 environment for line drawings and other drawing related stuff. But there are a lot of commands that are available in this package, so you can research about those stuffs as well. But yeah, I think these are the most fundamental stuff that you should know when it comes to drawing diagrams and graphics in LaTeX. And yeah, uh, I will show you more interesting stuff in the next tutorial. And thank you.